congratulations on another win. I guess, what are the emotions after a big stoppage win like this, especially after, you know, the face-off with Casey, and those seemed like a lot of emotions on her end leading into this fight.
Thank you. I'm really happy with my performance tonight. Actually, I'm really happy with my performance this year. I think was my best. I'm sure was my best year in UFC. 3 wins in a row in a year, and wins against Casey New. You know, she's a great fighter, and she already fought with big names in UFC. So I was definitely ready for war because I know she pushed hard, but I was like, definitely, I'm gonna finish her. You know, I knew I could do that. You know, like, I was expecting a win by KO, but I knew if I had the opportunity, I could submit her. I had improved a lot in my jiu-jitsu, and I was really confident on my striking, and I wouldn't be able to do that just by myself. I want to thank my head coach, Renato Silva, my jiu-jitsu coach, Jasmine Rocha, my partners training, everyone who made part of this. You know, it's not just by myself, it's about the team. I've been working the way we find to work, you know, work more private. And I do believe that all the hard work, and we find a way that works for me, and we can see the results.
Were you surprised at how, like, when you guys did face off, she seemed very aggressive, she was kind of getting in your face, and then even after the fight, she didn't want to shake hands or anything like that. Were you surprised at how she reacted towards you?
Yeah, I mean, I watched some fight of her. I knew she is that way, you know, she don't like to shake hands or like, I don't know how to say, like, you know, yeah, before the fight, but I wasn't expecting came so aggressive in the face-off, but that's the only thing I needed, you know, the only thing I needed to really go for the fight, and that's it. I was ready for that.
And I know you said you expected to finish her, but even leading up to the finish, you were kind of dominating the fight. You know, you had rocked her, and then she came in and tried to take you down. You submitted her. So were you surprised at maybe how easy it looked to us? Obviously, to you, it might have been a difficult fight.
Yes, I mean, I'm not surprised. Like I said, I was like, I trained for that, you know, I trained to finish her. I knew she would feel my hands, because I punch hard, and all my opponents, they know that, and because of this, they always try to take me down. So I've been improving a lot in my grappling. So now I feel more comfortable to show my strike, you know, to kick and knee and doing everything, all the techniques I've been training. And also I've been training my jiu-jitsu. I didn't show in my last fight, but I was training my jiu-jitsu, you know. So I mean, I am not surprised the way that look at is, but I knew I worked really hard with all my team, so I knew I could do that.
And you mentioned, obviously, you think this is probably the better year for you in terms of, you know, 3 wins in 2023. So what do you want 2024 to look like? Are you now looking at specific names? Are you trying to get top 15, top 10? What would you like?
Yes, I mean, I'm happy because UFC gave me this opportunity to fight against Casey New. You know, it's not just about rankings, it's about fighting against opponents who have name in UFC, and it will bring me close to my goal in UFC. So that's what I'm looking for the next year. You know, good fights, who has good names in UFC, and will put me on the top.
Will you ask the UFC for specific names, or will you wait for them to come to you?
I wait for them. I just say, like, I'm ready, you know, and God's plan.
Is there a time you would like to fight again, like come back to fight?
No, I'm not sure, but I think like maybe May. I think it's a good time.
Ariane, when you're dealing with several losses and when you were 1-3, how did you keep your confidence up? Because obviously that could be difficult for any athlete when they're not getting the results.
Yeah, so I had a really tough time in UFC in the beginning of UFC, but like I already had this kind of situation in the beginning of my career. Like in the beginning of my career, I was like 3 losses and 2 wins. So I just keep in work. That's who I am. You know, I'm a fighter. But when I came to UFC, you know, with a lot of with a lot of hype, and I didn't get, and I wasn't ready. You know, I wasn't in a good moment. And like you said, I have more loss than wins in UFC. So the only way that I find myself about like find a purpose on what I do, for what I fight, why I do this, and I just could find a purpose when I find Jesus Christ. I know what I'm doing. He bring me to be here. He give me this gift, and I just do my best for Him.
You're someone who has a very large following online, a lot of fans. How important is that support? Win or lose, they're always with you and they want to see you do well. How big is that as an athlete?
That's great. I mean, I'm lucky because I have followers and fans that really support me. I had really tough moments in UFC, and they were always there, support me. Because they like my style, they like the way I fight. They see through on what I do, and I feel really blessed because of that. I feel like I have the real ones.
This is your first win via finish since 2020. I guess, was that like a chip on your shoulder you've had this whole time leading up till today?
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
Was that like a chip on your shoulder you've had going into this fight to get a win by finish?
Yes, I mean, I was looking for that. I was like, win is always great, like doesn't matter if by points, finish or KO. But I'm for sure have a performance like I had tonight. It's great. It's like just bring me more confidence. And had a great year like I had this year in UFC. It's just like for sure I feel a little bit more, it's light. I'm not like in pressure, but I mean anything changed. I'm back to the gym. I keep on working because I know every fight is different.
And given that this was the best year you've had inside the promotion, like you just mentioned, was there anything special that you might have learned about yourself this year?
Yes, a lot. Actually, last year was like really tough for me, COVID and got injury and, not good performance. So I learned a lot about myself to not fight it with my body, understand, give the time necessary. Also, we find a way that works for me to train like more private, with my head coach, my jiu-jitsu coach, my partner's train, like more personalized. That's the way that works for me, and we can see the results.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Right here. In terms of game plan tonight, was it important for you to go out there and get a good start against somebody like Casey O'Neill, obviously coming off the back of an injury and a loss over Jennifer Maia? Was it important for you to get a good start in this fight and take that confidence away from her?
Actually, I feel like it's everything about time. Like I said, I have my good and bad moment in UFC, and now I feel like I'm in a great moment in UFC. And I knew she was like she had, like you said, the injury, and she got a loss and another injury. So I was like, she's not in her best moment. For sure, I'm gonna take advantage of this, but like it doesn't mean that I didn't train a lot for her because every fighter is different. There's fights that came with a little bit less confident, but the others fight that came like I'm gonna really train hard and get the win. That was happening with me when I got lost. I just came better. So you cannot see like every fighter is the same. Every fight reacts different in a different way. So I was ready for like, okay, she's not in a good moment, but she's not fight for that. So I must be ready.
Thank you.
Congrats on the win. Sometimes when fighters have somebody hurt, they're like, oh man, I can get him. It's harder to keep that composure. How were you able to do that, and what was the key to say, you know what, instead of trying to finish him with a punch, let me just work my ground game and get a submission?
Yeah, that's something that we've been working a lot because before, I punch hard. My opponents always feel my hand, but because I was too young, I was like going to rush for the finish, and they used to take me down, and they was like they grabbed me. So I lost some opportunities in some fighters because of that. So now my head coach has working a lot, like go easy, find the right time to finish her, and I think now I finally understand how to make that.
You did great. It looked amazing. Here in Las Vegas, we had fight finishes. maybe someone's getting a bonus. How do you guys celebrate this weekend?
I hope so. I hope we get this bonus. No, my coach wants I go to the roller cross in the hotel. I don't want to go. I'm enough of emotion. I'm enough. Okay. I want to enjoy eating chocolate, eating pizza, enjoy my family in Brazil, rest a little bit, and back to the gym as soon as possible. I love what I do. I want to improve. I know I have more things to improve, and that's it. I'm so grateful. I just want to enjoy a little bit with my family and thank God for everything He has made in my life, and back strong for the next year.
Sounds excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you. Obrigado.